Yo, so I don't normally talk about topics like this in particular. I also don't normally go outside in public in order to film my videos, but so before we get right into this, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe because this is going to be a bit of a sensitive topic. So the headline that I saw on the internet just the other day was in reference to OnlyFans, and pretty much everybody knows OnlyFans. It's globally known. United States makes up 48% of consumer use on the platform. So that means the United States watches OnlyFans more than any other country. And so I'll put up the screenshot right now. Now, I don't have a particular bias on any kind of content creation. Now, the issue is products and services in today's economics always finds a way to never follow through. Goodness gracious, it's fucking hot out here. Consumer behavior also entails the kind of product that the customer is looking for. And so the biggest thing about pornography is that it's one product that becomes addictive. Roughly 48% of Americans pretty much scroll through OnlyFans. They either go onto it for free subscriptions or they actually pay actresses for content, or if they want to watch it, gooning, doing their own thing, you know what I'm saying? But this is where it kind of gets twisted. From a source of US Today, between December 2019 and June 2024, documented 30 cases in US police and court records involving child material on OnlyFans. In February 2025, OnlyFans submitted 64 reports to NCMEC for CSAM flagged content. This monthly figure demonstrates that material continues to be discovered on the platform, indicating ongoing compliance challenges in prevention and detection. And while I try to advocate and support for movements that actually are beneficial for the communities, I still see that people either don't do their research, they don't care, or they know and they continue to go ahead and support OnlyFans by creating content for them, making revenue for them, buying more subscriptions, whatever the case is. Trust me, it's disgusting. Now, that doesn't mean I'm talking bad about genders in particular. What I'm talking about is how we don't do our research on some of these corporations and how much they sweep some of the shit under the rug. If that's not sus, I don't know what is. So I'm gonna head back to the desktop right now to go into a deeper dive of some of the screenshots and the sources and articles that I found specifically about this particular topic. Now, it wasn't the material that was the main topic of OnlyFans. It was actually how much people actually purchase subscriptions on OnlyFans, how much money they waste. $2.6 billion in 2025 was the revenue for OnlyFans. Do you get to make $2.6 billion when you're selling yourself on the internet like that? You tell me. So let's go right to the desktop. OnlyFans might be one of the most misunderstood businesses on the internet, but very few people understand how massive the platform has actually become. And the numbers behind OnlyFans tells a bigger story than adult content. They tell a story about money, they tell a story about culture, and they tell a story about what happens when millions of people begin monetizing themselves online. In 2019, OnlyFans reportedly had roughly 340,000 online creators. Then the pandemic happened. I dropped my phone. Jobs disappeared and hours were cut. And for many people, finding a source of income was extremely important. During this period, OnlyFans exploded in popularity. By 2020, the number of creator accounts had reportedly grown to around 1.6 million. By 2021, that number climbed beyond 2 million. In 2022, it reportedly passed 3 million. In 2023, OnlyFans reported more than 4 million creator accounts. And in its 2024 fiscal year, the platform reached approximately 4.6 million creator accounts. That is an extraordinary transformation for a platform founded less than a decade earlier, but the number of creators is one part of the story. In the 2024 fiscal year, fans spent approximately $7.2 billion through the platform. That business model helped OnlyFans generate approximately $1.4 billion in revenue during its 2024 fiscal year. This is a multi-billion-dollar digital economy, and the United States appears to be one of its most important markets. Third-party web traffic estimates cited in online industry reports place a massive share of OnlyFans traffic in the United States. The United Kingdom reportedly represents a much smaller portion of estimated web traffic. Mexico, Germany, and Canada also appear among major sources of visitors in these estimates. But America stands dramatically ahead in the web traffic being reported, and this raises an interesting question. Why has OnlyFans become so deeply embedded in American internet culture? Part of the answer might be the transformation of the creator economy. The internet has taught an entire generation that attention can become income. YouTubers monetize YouTube videos, streamers monetize live audiences. Influencers monetize their lifestyles, and OnlyFans has created a platform where creators can directly monetize access to themselves. The difference is that OnlyFans placed a payment relationship directly between the content creator and the fan. You don't necessarily need millions of followers, you just need people willing to pay. And that distinction completely changes the economics of online attention. But rapid growth also creates another problem. How do you effectively moderate a platform operating at this scale? OnlyFans explicitly prohibits minors from using this platform. The company also says it vets content and reports material when it's discovered. But a 2024 Reuters investigation raised serious questions about prohibiting material appearing on the website. The investigation identified 30 complaints involving material appearing on OnlyFans. Those complaints covered the period between December of 2019 and June of 2024. Reuters said the documented cases referenced more than 200 explicit videos and images involving minors. To be extremely clear, these were documented complaints identified through police and court records. They do not mean that every creator or every user is involved in illegal activity, but the cases raise an important question about content moderation. How does a platform with millions of creator accounts identify prohibited material before serious harm occurs? One criminal case highlighted by Reuters involved a video of a 16-year-old girl being posted to an OnlyFans account. That man who posted the video later pleaded guilty in federal court to disturbing pornography. Reuters reported that account remained available for more than a year and a half after the video was posted. Reuters also reported that the account was shut down after the news organization contacted OnlyFans about the case. OnlyFans says children are not permitted on its website. The company says it vets content, and the company says it swiftly removes and reports child material when it's identified. But this is where the scale of the platform becomes extremely important. OnlyFans has grown to hundreds of thousands of creator accounts to millions. Billions of dollars now move through the platform every year. Hundreds of millions of fan accounts have been registered. And every platform that grows this quickly eventually faces the same uncomfortable question. Can its safety systems grow as fast as its business? Because the story of OnlyFans is no longer simply about adult content. It is a story about the creator economy becoming an enormous global industry. It is a story about Americans spending billions of dollars for direct access to people online. And it is a story about what happens when internet platforms become massive before society fully understands what they have become. OnlyFans didn't change adult entertainment because it may have changed the way the internet puts a price on human attention.